And welcome back to the fourth episode of Sports Avenue, your one-stop shop for hot topics in the world of sports. All week has been filled with drama from the Superbowl to the NBA. Today, Steve and I are going to discuss the Super Bowl and what each team needs to do to win. Also, we will be discussing the Kristaps Porzingis trade and the Anthony Davis trade rumors and where he could potentially end up. Let's rumble, Steven.
Rumble, young man! Oh, Max Kellerman. Oh, God, you are so bad. Thank everybody for listening last week. Follow us on Twitter at SportsAv_. On Facebook, Sports Avenue with Jim and Steve. Look us up. We are there. On Instagram, Sports_Avenue 440. And our Gmail is sportsav440@gmail.com. Go ahead and contact us. Yell at us. Call us dumb. Call us super, super intelligent and handsome because we are.
Insult us, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, however you want to go about it. But we're going to start off with Super Bowl stuff because we know you guys really, really, really love talking football. So that is something we've definitely come to understand here in the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's not like the Super Bowl's today or anything.
Yeah, so, Super Bowl's, it's kind of a big deal, on some days.
No big deal.
No big deal. But we're going to start off with some Super Bowl predictions, the X Factors, pros and cons, and then we'll end with final score predictions. Why don't you lead off there, Jim?
Well, I think for my X Factors, for the Patriots on offense, I'm going with Chris Hogan.
Well, go with predictions first.
Oh, predictions. Oh.
Chris Hogan.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
So for the Patriots, I'm going to go 38, Rams 31. I think it's going to be a good high-scoring game. But I think, in the first half, it's going to be slow, trying to feel the pace out. Then in the second half, it's really going to explode. That's what I think. What about you?
41-38 Rams. Greg the Leg. He's gonna come in big. Obviously. So realistically, I want the Rams to win. Patriots are gonna win. Drake made it possible when he wore that damn sweater, or whatever whatever that coat was.
I think the Rams are gonna get rammed by the
Patriots. They're gonna get head butted. I want to see the Rams win, but
I don't think it's this year.
I don't think it is either.
I don't.
X Factors wise, you said Chris Hogan,
the hoaxster, the Hog Man.
Why?
Because
nobody has ever called him the Hog Man.
I do just today.
Unless he likes fat chicks, he's not the Hog Man. Wee.
Alright, I took Chris Hogan because I think with Edelman and Philip Dorsett, they're going to be covered by Talib and Peters. I think he's going to have to come up with some big plays. I mean, you can really go with any of those wide receivers. But
Coleman Roby, whatever. He's going to come up big. He's gonna take his helmet off, jump on his back, and beat on him. No flags getting thrown.
Apparently not. But yeah, I think he'll be the guy on offense, and for the guys I said on defense, I'm going with the defensive front seven because I think if they can stop
Patriots front seven.
Yeah, I think they have to stop the run in order for them to win, and if they don't, I think if they get ran all over, Goff's gonna have a huge game. Same with Gurley, Anderson.
They said Gurley and Anderson are gonna split carries.
So that means Gurley's not healthy.
That's what I'm saying. But they're denying that one.
Or you can give your guys on off the Pats.
My guys on the Pats?
Yeah.
Obviously the GOAT.
Yeah.
I don't like calling him the GOAT. We talked about this off air. I don't like calling him the GOAT, but Tom Brady. I mean, Brian Hoyer. No, Tom Brady is the GOAT. He's going to be the guy today. But it all starts with Sony Michel. Realistically, yeah, James White, Rex Burkhead, but Sony Michel is your running back. He can catch passes. He can do what you need done. He sets the tone. Mm-hmm. You have to lean on him. You have to establish the run. Every single analyst I've heard talk about this has just you gotta establish the run for Brady.
Both teams, if both teams have to establish the run, I think whoever does it first is going to win because Goff struggles without the run, and so does Tom Brady because Tom Brady doesn't.
Yeah, because then Tom Brady gets pressured because they become
one-dimensional.
One-dimensional, yeah.
That goes for both teams. Goff, without a running game, has struggled a lot. So, I think whoever has the running game going, I
don't know. He did pretty good the championship game.
Yeah, but Anderson wasn't doing too bad.
Yeah, Anderson did fine.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever has at least a viable running game to get going, I think they'll be okay.
I think that's going to be a key for Brady. You got to establish Michelle early, and then Brady's going to do what he does.
Yep.
Now for the Rams,
I said Jared Goff in the knee of Gurley because Goff. I think he has to show that he's got to be able to do it on his own. If it has to come to that point, because if Gurley's not doing it and Anderson aren't doing it, because the Patriots defense is going to scheme up to stop the run, and they're going to make Goff throw. They have to.
Yeah, they're going to force Goff to throw.
They're going to make him uncomfortable, throw passes he doesn't usually throw. And it's a Super Bowl, so again, it's really hard to bet against the Patriots. So Goff's going to have at least some struggles at the start. And
I think Goff will throw 2 picks today.
I think they'll be in the first half, though. I think in the second, it's gonna be like what Mahomes did last week. Or 2 weeks ago. He's gonna struggle in the first half. Then the second half, he's gonna light it up.
I think Goff. Goff was my fantasy quarterback. All right, he helped me win the league this year.
Uh-huh.
All right, but I don't think he's ready for this.
I just don't. The team in general, I don't think is ready. I just think the Patriots again. It's the Patriots. It's just they're going to be prepared. They're going to be at the top of their game. You don't know what to expect from the Rams after the 2 weeks ago.
That's true. You really don't. And I don't think Goff's ready. I think Goff's going to make some stupid mistakes early.
The thing that gets me though is if Gurley was healthy, I would probably lean more towards the Rams because they have a consistent running game with Gurley, but he's not healthy.
I mean,
well, you're telling me if they're splitting carries with him and Anderson, Anderson's already played against the Patriots before, so he's going to get. There's no way he's going to have a big game. Because the Patriots are going to block him out, then they're going to have to make Gurley do something.
Yeah. I guess, what's getting me with it is, what was I going to say? You got to, they're going to establish it. They're going to try and establish it. But Goff, as long as as long as Belichick, plays Gilmore and he doesn't bench him like he did Malcolm Butler last year and blow the game, Gilmore's going to have a pick today.
Yeah.
I think Gilmore's going to have a pick because Goff's going to get all big in the pants, and he's going to try and push it, and it's just going to go bad. He's going to push it to Cooks, and it's not going to
it's not going to happen. Then for defense, I said Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters. They've had both of those guys have been up and down all year. Well, Talib was hurt, but Peters.
For my X factors, I got pros and cons. I did in a whole different way, but my X factors for the Rams, it's all defense. I think the Rams offense can absolutely win against the Patriots defense.
Oh yeah,
but Goff is going to struggle initially, and Goff's going to have to come back in his own mind and do something.
Yeah, that's the defense you could say as a whole, but I said the secondary because I feel like Donald. I feel like the front.
Donald doesn't have a sack this postseason
because you have to let Sue
in the playoffs.
Brockers. Yeah, because they're keying on him. They have to. He will single-handedly destroy the offense of the other team.
Aaron Donald needs to hit Brady a lot today.
Or stop the run. He's got to do something.
If Aaron Donald doesn't get off the bus, this game is over. And the Pats are going to run away.
Yeah.
If you cannot stop Sony Michel, you're in trouble. You're in a big trouble. And Tom Brady is just going to... He's just gonna
hit you with quick slants.
He's gonna drag his bag on you. That's exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
He's gonna be sitting there walking out the tunnel saying, "I'm the baddest MFer alive," and he's right. At this point he'd be right because this would be his 6th Super Bowl. He'd have as many Super Bowls as the Steelers himself.
Yeah.
That's gross.
It is.
That's why he's the GOAT.
That's what I'm saying. With the Talib and Peters covering Dorsett and Edelman, they got to limit the big plays because Dorsett's your big play guy on offense, and Edelman's just your consistent go-to. So if you limit those two guys, then you're going to have to rely on a broken-down Gronk.
Which
Dan Hogan.
Gronk will be good for 2 plays. Gronk will have like 4 catches. He'll have 2 big plays and maybe a touchdown.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be controversial, and I imagine Gronk getting hurt again. I really don't see Gronk playing much longer, so this might be an all or nothing thing for him today.
Yeah, I think
because he had an awful year.
Yeah, they use
for him.
They use him as a
year.
blocking tight end rather than an actual rather than an actual receiving threat. That's why I put Hogan as my X factor in offense, because if Talib and Peters they play lockdown, Brady's gonna have to eventually throw to Hogan or whoever.
And Brady will throw to Hogan. He's not afraid to throw it to these guys that suck.
No,
Julian Edelman has no career without Tom Brady.
No.
Chris Hogan, he will eventually he'll go to a different team.
Just like Danny Amendola.
And he'll be nothing.
I think Edelman's better than Amendola and Hogan, though.
I absolutely agree, but I don't know. Brady makes these guys something out of nothing. So
literally.
But the Rams stuff, Aaron Donald has to show up. And the Rams secondary, they need to be aggressive and quick and often.
They gotta play man.
You got to play press. You got to press the receivers.
And
you got to throw off his timing. If you don't throw off his timing, it's over, man.
I thought it was funny because they were saying Peters was doing better when they were playing zone. You can't play zone against Brady.
You play zone against Brady.
That's what I'm saying. They were saying Peters was doing better when they were playing zone. Then in that case, it's gonna be. You better hope Talib comes with his A game, because you can't let Peters play zone.
You better hope he shakes off that gunshot wound. I mean, realistically, if you're gonna sit there and tell me that they play better in zone, you're going to lose big today. That 41-38 is going to be like a 40 to 14, Pats. It's going to be bad.
Because they'll run the ball.
They will run it all over, because the linebackers for the Rams are trash.
Yeah, they're not that good.
They are awful. So you have to rely on Donald and Sue.
Brockers, you have to rely on a front four to stop the run.
To stop everything.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No.
They'll be getting 4 or 5 yards a pop before the linebackers and the secondary get there. Yeah, you can't play zone. You can't. You have to play man. If you play man,
if you have to, you switch to, just the front four, and then everybody else is a DB. At that point, you got guys that can take on Gronk. That's it. That's all you really need.
Yeah.
Everybody else on the field, size-wise, is able to take everybody else they throw at them.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, you play man, and then you leave guys in low zone.
You can't play zone. I don't care. And
you play a primary man with your starters, and you leave Coleman on Hogan. You designate all 3 of those guys.
Yeah. Because if you play zone, you're not going to win. It's not going to be close.
No.
The Chiefs did it last week, and they got shredded. Same with the Chargers.
Well, I mean, D Ford, he...
I'm just saying.
I mean, they almost won it. It was close.
But D Ford forgot where the line of scrimmage was.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to get a jump. They're never going to find me.
The Chargers had a legit secondary, and they got shredded. You would have thought they were like the Pop Warner League secondary, and they were looking like fools.
Pop Warner. Youth ball. Jeez. No, but pros and cons for Patriots. Like I was saying about Goff, he's good, but he's overrated to an extent.
Yeah.
I think if you take away Sean McVay, Goff, you get what you had, last year? 2 years ago?
2 years.
With Fisher?
Well, yeah, because Fisher's garbage, though.
Fisher is awful. Gurley needs to show up.
See, something of the running game has to happen, because if they don't have a running game, I don't think Goff can handle it by himself.
And I think Cooks needs to be Brady's safety net, or Goff's safety net.
Or his tight end something. He needs a safety. I don't care who it is. They just need to have somebody.
I don't care if you're playing Gurley and Anderson. Somebody needs to be there, so that if he has to get rid of the ball, it's there. He can chuck it.
He needs that dump off.
Yep.
You can't do that every play, because then they're not going to get anywhere.
Nope.
But yeah, he has to have a safety net somewhere in the field. It might be Tyler Higbee. I mean, again, the Rams are known for big plays. They're not known for driving, in my opinion.
They're not. But luckily, the Patriots' defense is garbage. Yeah. So.
But if you put Gilmore on Cooks or Woods, I mean, you have to have one of those guys show up.
Yeah. One of those guys needs to be able to,
whoever's playing against Gilmore has to like play. They have to take the fall, and they're not gonna have a big game today.
No.
So the other person has to step up.
Yep.
Because if they don't step up, it's gonna be game over.
Absolutely. I think they're gonna sit back and wait a little longer today, and they're gonna try to big play early. And I think they're gonna push a pick from Goff. And then they're going to sit back and reevaluate again.
I think the Patriots are going to be super aggressive in the first half.
They have to. They always are. You have to set the tone, and because then second half they make an adjustment, and it always plays right into Belichick's hands.
I think it's more about blitzing Goff and seeing how he's going to react.
Oh,
make him throw the deep ball.
Yeah.
See if he's ready for today. Because if he's still on the bus.
If you don't get off the bus and you're trying to chuck deep balls, I think Belichick's. I think that's what he's wanting. He's gonna try and break through with his front seven. He's gonna blitz early and often. And he's gonna play aggressive, press up front, and he's gonna drop his safeties deep.
Yeah, they're gonna.
It's gonna be a man cover too.
Or he's gonna put a ton of blitz packages on the front seven. Maybe put a linebacker on the tight end. Safeties play cover 2, whatever. Then their corners are playing man all game, maybe.
I think that's the move.
Yeah, if they push it, there might be struggles because you can't be over aggressive with Belichick. You have to be unexpected. You have to be diverse and unique. That's what the Eagles were last year.
Well, luckily that's what Sean McVay is.
Yeah, he has to be. He has to do. If he's the real deal, he's got to do some.
Hold on, I want to talk Eagles real quick. I know we didn't talk about this, but all right. So final score: 41 Rams, 38 Patriots.
I said 38-31.
I think Rams will win it. I want the Rams to win it. I want that. I don't know. I don't really care if that's the final score. I just think that'd be a cool game to watch while that's scoring because the defenses aren't going to be able to keep up eventually. Aaron Donald's not going to be able to carry the weight. The Rams just need to get up early.
Yeah, the Rams. I don't think the Rams are going to have the firepower today. I don't know. I got a feeling that the Patriots are going to win.
Yeah.
I think just Goff is.
I mean, betting against Brady's dumb, but I'm doing it anyway. So, all right. So hold on, real quick. Eagles, Foles. They said they're gonna pick up that contract and they're gonna try and. Well, they said they're gonna try and trade him.
Yeah.
But that was loosely talked about, and I don't think that was actually confirmed.
Someone's gonna be stupid enough to take it.
I mean, but you made the argument that Foles is better than Wentz.
Yeah.
So who's stupid to take that? Because we looked at contracts the other day, and who's making more than what? There were a couple starters that are making more than Foles.
Someone's gonna
like Blake Bortles. Like we said, he can go down to Jacksonville, and he'd be an instant starter.
He should be.
He should be.
I hope so.
And I just don't think Foles is an all-year guy. I think he's a backup. But I also don't think that he should be paid $20 million a year.
Not for a backup.
Not for a backup.
If I was a backup being paid $20 million, I wouldn't want to go out into the field either.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll gladly take my pen and pad, my headset. All right, Coach, what plays are we
What are we doing? Here you go. I mean,
Carson, you're looking good out there, man. Stay healthy.
Hey, man.
Stay healthy.
Watch that knee. How's that knee feeling?
You want a massage? On that back?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I got you. Got you. Lotion and an elbow. Let me work that out there, buddy. Go ahead. Keep it up there. Good game. You know? I don't know. I think Wentz will be an okay starter. He's going to get hurt again this year, though, and then they're going to be SOL because they don't have that good backup because they're going to dish him.
Yep, they have to. You know, you're not going to keep $20 million for a backup.
No,
that's just not smart.
No, it's not. That's why he'll go somewhere else and he'll start, or some dumb team.
We'll trade the house for him.
Yep,
like the Cardinals.
Oh, wow. Here's Josh Rosen.
Here's our first overall pick.
Yeah. You guys said you wanted Bosa? We didn't really want him.
You want Patrick Peterson? You want Chandler Jones? We'll give you Larry Fitzgerald for a 7th round pick.
Oh, God.
You want David Johnson for free? Okay.
Oh, here you go. That actually, you know what? We joke about that, but I could see that. David Johnson will get dealt this year.
He should.
I agree.
I wouldn't want to be playing in Arizona either.
I wouldn't either.
It's hot and it's miserable there.
Yeah.
Literally,
it's a dry heat, okay?
It's miserable in the organization as well.
Yeah, it is. It's bad. I wouldn't want to be in Arizona. Pass. All right, we're gonna move on to some NBA talk and trade. We're gonna start off with Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh baby.
Oh baby. So
the NBA was rumbling this week.
Rumble, young man. So all
New York.
Whatever. City so nice, named twice. Max Kellerman, rip.
Young rep career.
Yeah, very, very died early.
I think the Mavs I think that was a good trade for the Mavericks, honestly.
Absolutely, it was a good trade for the Mavericks.
Their future is set, literally.
I mean, they still have pieces.
Their future is set. They have a team to build around. You have two guys that want to play.
Yeah, but Porzingis, they already, Mark Cuban, who is the owner of the Mavericks, for those of you who don't know, has already come out and said Porzingis isn't going to play this year.
Oh, Cuban's also the guy at Shark Tank.
yeah, also the guy that buys and trades and sells stuff. He's already said Porzingis isn't going to play this year.
Yeah, they're going
to not play. He's only got 1 year left.
Yeah, but they're not even in the running for the playoffs. They're like the 4th seed out of the playoffs. So why do we want to make
Didn't
that
we
push?
just look at that? Yeah, but
they're not the 4th. They're like the 4th seed that's out of the playoffs. So they're like 12th seed or something, and they're like just below 500. Look, scroll down.
Rumble, young man.
Yeah, they're right below Minnesota. Scroll down. Yeah.
But I mean,
you might as well.
They could. I mean, realistically, they could probably catch up to the Clippers if they take it. But I think.
Oh yeah, you realistically could, but at the same time, you could just. I mean, as bad as it sounds, you could just tank the rest of the year, get ready for next year. That's what you're building towards. You already have Luka Doncic is already a star.
Yeah, Doncic is already legit.
Yeah.
I mean,
then Kristaps.
There were bids for him for MVP this year. I mean,
but he got snubbed for the All-Star.
Yeah, he did. That was wrong.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you got Dirk on his way out. I mean,
he's just going to be a mentor to Kristaps for maybe a year or two then.
Which is what he should be.
Yeah, because Porzingis was compared to Dirk entering the NBA.
Yeah.
He's basically Dirk 2.0.
Yeah. I mean, he's young, but I fear that for the Mavericks, Porzingis will only have 1 year under contract with them by the time he comes back. That's it. He's a free agent in 2020.
Right.
If they don't sign him long term in that time, this was for nothing.
Oh, yeah. But I think they would know that Kristaps wants to play with Luka. I mean, they're close. If you can get those two to play together long term, and you start just building good young pieces around them, they're gonna be a legit team sooner or later. They could be like a better team than Portland, or just they'll be like a middle tier team until the West gets bad, I guess. Then eventually I think they'll be a good team.
Okay.
They'll be competitive.
Yeah, I see the West maintaining this run for a few more years, but after that it'll die down. Mainly Golden State.
Yeah, I mean,
because they're already talking KD's going to get dealt or he's going to go, then free agency, he's going somewhere. And that's what they're saying with the Knicks. They're saying he wants to go, he's out.
They're already saying Klay Thompson wants to leave, or he could be leaving too.
What? I didn't hear that one.
Yeah. If I think Anthony Davis goes to Lakers, he wants to go to Lakers too.
Klay? That'd be legit. See, that'd be a good team. And the Lakers would need that because they'd be pretty dead without him.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to talk about the Lakers here in a minute.
Yeah. But I think the Mavericks got their franchise, their future.
I see, and you and I differ there, but that's to an extent. I think Porzingis needs an attitude check. He's being hailed as a franchise type player. I don't see it yet. I don't see the franchise. When you think of franchise, you think of Bron, MJ, Kyrie. You think Russell Westbrook, Curry. You don't think Porzingis. Giannis. It was same thing. I mean, and then up until he got traded, it was Luka. Dirk was the franchise for the Mavs, and then
Luka came along.
Luka came along. It's been all Luka this year.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's that franchise player yet. In all, I mean, like I said, he's an all-star, absolutely, no doubt. He's going to come back. He's going to be an instant all-star again.
That's what I said. I think but he doesn't really need to be a franchise player. He just needs to be an all-star. He needs to be what he is. Get a good amount of points, get a lot of rebounds,
and dish to Luka.
Or let Luka do it to him. Pass it
I
down.
agree.
Dump
it down low.
Yeah, seriously. You already have. I mean, those two guys alone will be good.
I agree. I mean, especially when he can pop the 3-2 for a big man.
Yeah, both of them can.
Yeah, like, well, that's how Luka made his money.
Yeah.
So that's why he's here. I want to see him follow Dirk. I want to see him. Dirk Nowitzki is legit. Always has been. Always been a good act.
He beat LeBron.
Beat Bron. Yeah, he did. And I just want to see him fall into those shoes.
If he does, then I think the franchise will be set.
I think the Mavericks go from where they are right now. They're just completely out of playoff contention. They're fourth out,
and they're not that far. I mean, like
no, realistically, they're 5 games out of playoff contention right now,
which isn't even bad. Like they could still make a postseason push if they get hot.
They're 12th in the West, which isn't. That's not great.
That it doesn't look as. I mean, if they were in the East, they'd be like a 9th seed, if anything.
Yeah, actually, yeah. If they were in the East, they'd be a 9th seed.
Or no, they would be.
They'd be 8th.
like they would be in the fight for the playoffs. So.
Yeah, they'd be clawing at it. So
that's what I'm saying. They're not that. They're from what they have right now. They're not that far away, and they just got Kristaps, who's probably better.
Porzingis, he'll account for a few of those games. He can push. He'd push him past where the Lakers are right now.
Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. He might even push them to the point to where they'd be in playoff contention.
Yeah.
So,
because if LeBron's not returning yet, or he just returned, so
returned. Anyway. On to Anthony Davis.
Oh yeah.
This kid took the league by storm this last week.
Yeah, so much for Super Bowl week.
Yeah,
it was more like NBA.
Yeah, it really was. And
poor New Orleans.
Poor. Yeah, I feel bad for him. Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Get good.
Yeah, I mean, really. So Anthony Davis, he's. The current teams talking about trading for him are the Lakers, the Celtics, and the Bucks.
Some of the main teams, anyways.
Yeah, but Davis, he said he never demanded or talked about a specific destination.
But the Lakers
were brought up randomly, and they have absolutely ran with that story. And it doesn't help that the Lakers are going after hard.
Yeah. So they're the only team that's been really actually going after him with trades.
Yeah, here's the first Lakers offer. Okay, this is bless you.
Thank you.
This is from an ESPN article. As the Los Angeles Lakers pursue New Orleans Pelicans all NBA center Anthony Davis ahead of Thursday's trade deadline, the initial offers have been underwhelming, including the Lakers' first offer of Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Rajon Rondo, Michael Beasley, and a first-round pick. This is according to league sources told by ESPN.
I don't think that's a good trade, honestly.
I don't think it's awful, but
you could do better. The Pelicans are going to want more than just Ball and Kuzma. I mean, they already had Rondo, and he didn't go back to them. So
yeah, I mean,
and Beasley's just not going to be much, really.
No, Beasley doesn't mean nothing, and Rondo's underwhelming, especially when you put him in the spotlight. Well, he's
if you give but I'm just saying, if you give them Rondo and Ball, they're both the same player, and they already have Drew Holiday, so one of them's going to get cut, which is going to be Rondo, or
it'd be Rondo.
They'd probably get rid of Rondo,
or they dish Rondo real quick.
Yeah, I mean, someone would probably take him, but again, you probably would switch. I think the Lakers, they would have to put either Rondo or Beasley off the table and switch with on one of their that Zubac or Ingram.
Zubac, I guess.
Because Zubac could be a guy that could replace Davis, at least could complement what he was in New Orleans, or he is. As a rebounder, can get a few points. I mean, he's not going to be Anthony Davis level, but Kuzma's a scorer. I mean, you're not getting anything in that trade to replace what Davis was. So Zubac could be that guy. Maybe.
Yeah,
Because in their first round, if the Lakers' first round picks, it's gonna be a middle of the road. What are they? Like a middle of the road team. So you're not. I mean, the NBA draft. If you get anyone within the top 5, you're getting a good player. Anything outside the top 5 is suspect.
Yeah, I mean, true. That's how it's been for
Years.
For a long time.
Unless you get a dark horse guy drops down, maybe.
Yeah, but how rare is that?
Yeah, you don't see that. Again, a middle first round pick is like a role player. That's like their career.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's it.
That's what I'm saying. So, I think you have to put a big man in there, either Ingram or Zubac.
I think this is a done deal if you put Ingram and Zubac in there with Ball and Kuzma.
Oh, that's not even. But that's just giving away your future.
But that's what they're gonna have to do, and that's why I'm very against this trade. I think the Lakers would absolutely be worse if you trade off all 4 of those guys, which they're all 4 starters.
Anywhere else except the Lakers.
Yeah,
I mean, they would go anywhere and they would start immediately.
Yeah, I think you're a fool if you trade off your future for Davis to play with LeBron, and Bron's showing signs of slowing down anyway.
At least in his health, yeah.
Yeah, which is bad because he takes up all that cap space. He takes up all that money. He signs them.
But look, I mean, LeBron is trying to win now.
He is, but you're sitting there, you're going to sit there and dish these guys and let them shoot, and then you're like, nah, you're gone. Nope, you're gone. Get out of here. Trading you.
That's what he did to the Cavs.
Exactly, twice.
But again,
you're allowing LeBron to GM the Lakers is going to ruin this team. Just like the Cavs, twice.
Yeah.
How has nobody learned this yet?
Because it's LeBron.
LeBron didn't GM the Heat because Wade was already there.
He still got Mike Miller and James Jones.
To the Cavs. And they didn't play.
They were on the Heat, too.
Yeah, I know. Jones rode the bench literally until Game 6 in the finals and played 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's him. That's the GOAT.
That's the GOAT.
That's what you pay him for.
Freaking bum. Heat. No, I am absolutely against this trade. I think you trade Bron for Davis straight up, and I think the Pelicans would take that.
Yeah, because New Orleans is relevant in basketball. They haven't been relevant since they've moved there.
And the problem is, Bron was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Who?
Bron.
He wouldn't want to.
No, he wouldn't, but you do it anyway. You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't get to say that.
Yeah.
He's the player. He's not the GM. It irks me that this guy is allowed to do all that when all he's done is ruin teams.
Their futures, anyways. Yeah.
Kyrie was drafted. He was a piece there. Then Bron came back, and they played well. Yeah. And they brought in Love, and they played well.
Which was a garbage move.
Well,
it was garbage.
K-Love was averaging a double-double before they traded for him.
He was better than that.
K-Love?
Yes, he's better than that. He can score.
Yeah, he can. And then he was put in the back burner. And now he's like, screw you guys.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't blame him. That's a big reason why Kyrie left. He's like, I'm tired of playing second fiddle.
Well.
And he should have been. Because Bron sat there and ran the team into the ground. Again,
if you kept Kyrie instead of LeBron in Cleveland, you're talking about a team that Kyrie could have built.
Oh, absolutely.
Around him.
Absolutely. You trade Bron or you let Bron walk and you keep Kyrie, different story.
Because you have a team that can build around him.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a team that
you could have traded Bron to the Lakers and brought over some of that talent. And then you're talking about, instead of the Cavs being where?
Second last.
Second last, only to the Knicks?
Yeah.
To in playoff contention. Just like that.
Yeah, I agree. I
mean, trading for Lonzo wouldn't have been a big deal. Mainly because his dad and brother are already out here.
Yeah. But Lonzo got drafted, last year?
Yeah.
So, I mean, Kyrie wasn't on the team last year, so you couldn't have done that.
I'm just saying.
But
if they wouldn't have...
I don't know. I just think...
Everybody caters to Bron. Oh, he's great. He's great. Yeah, he is. He's not bad. He is maybe he'd be on my all-star starting five. He'd be on my all-time starting five. But there's a couple people in front of him when it comes down to pure scoring.
Well, yeah.
So
and free throw shooting.
And well, yeah. I don't know if he hits my top 10 at free throw shooting. I might take Shaq before that. No, but you trade Bron for Davis, and the Lakers, with having Davis and all that young talent, you are Golden State in 3 years after Golden State turns into trash.
And trade LeBron until and like a first round pick, add like that first round pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gone. Good. Great. Yeah. And then you sign Davis. You sign him long term. You sign all these guys around him long term, and you just continue to get better and you build.
Yeah, you should get better.
Yes. I think that's the move.
Because I think the thing with LeBron is that he likes to play. He likes to be the guy with the ball.
Oh, yeah.
That's why guys like Lonzo, Rondo, those guys aren't as good because LeBron needs the ball. Lonzo needs the ball. He can't score. He's not a shooter.
No, he has the vision to dish.
Yes, again,
he's an excellent passer.
You get a guy like Anthony Davis who he'll play in the paint.
Shoot.
Then Lonzo's just going to dip it, alley-oop it, something. Then he's going to have a ton of assists. You don't need Lonzo to score. You don't need Rondo to score. You need him to get to a guy that will score.
Yes.
Davis is that guy. LeBron needs the ball in his hands to drive.
If you gave me two guys that could just dish and dish accurately, the guys who are going to score consistently, I'm okay with that.
I have no problem with Lonzo. It's just
me either.
But again, you can't expect him to score. He's just not a scorer. He's not a pure scorer.
No. And then everybody, shoot. Yeah. Shut up.
He doesn't need to score, though.
No,
you just need to put... Again, the Lakers have the ability to they have pieces around.
Yes, they do.
Again, just let him do his job, but as a point guard. And he's good.
I agree.
This is just the thing now is the league is much more about scoring. And he doesn't fit the mold.
No.
But to me, that doesn't matter. Because if he can do everything else better, if scoring is his weakness, fine. But if everything else is like, he can rebound as a point guard, he can assist, he can get steals, he does everything what an old school point guard should. So I have no problem taking him.
Nope.
He's an old school point guard. It doesn't matter.
No. I think
you just get pieces around him that you can work around that are scorers.
Yeah.
Then that's a legit team because he is a starting point guard. He just can't score. That's his only weakness, realistically.
I mean, and that's a big one, but at the same time, he has that elite level to dish.
But it's not like you take away his scoring, he's nothing. He is a good player all around. He is a solid player.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not like a lot of those guys where you sign them just so they can shoot like Kyle Korver. You take away his 3-point shot, what is he?
Nothing.
You take away Lonzo Ball's 3-point shot, he's still a good player.
He's still what Lonzo Ball is right now.
Yeah, he's still a solid player.
Yeah.
Teams would still take him just to pass the ball and just to play overall off the ball and move around and do his job.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. I mean, you look at...
Again, it's just I think he'd have to be on a team with weapons around him. He can't carry a team like by himself.
Yeah, I mean,
that's his only problem.
Looking at Ball stats for the last 2 years, he's 31%, 31.5 from three. That's 38% field goal percentage total. That's pretty bad. And his free throws are 43.7%. That's really bad. But he assists.
He assists and rebounds really well. Look at that,
Yes.
631 and 611. I mean,
That's incredibly good.
yeah, that's really good.
And wow,
He's got a lot of steals.
yeah.
I mean, look at his blocks. He's like almost tripled his blocks. That's insane. Like again, he's an all-around player. His weakness is scoring, and it's only shown because he's in the day and age of NBA where teams have to put up 140 a night.
Which they do.
Yeah,
there's no defense anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. A guy like him is his weakness is getting shown. It's in the limelight because he's not the prototype anymore.
Nope.
If he came into the league like 10 years ago when it was about like just like a point guard takes the ball up throws it to the main scorer guy.
Yep, there you go. That's him.
Yeah.
That's what he
And
is.
the thing is, your point guards are usually 6'2", 6'3", 6'1". He's 6'6".
Yep.
He's a tall
6'6", and he can dribble.
He can play defense.
Yep.
He could play against your shooting guard.
Yep.
He could play against your number one scorer.
Yeah, his defense is legit.
So, again, it's just he's on the Lakers, and he can't score. So therefore, he's already getting looked bad. He's not that bad. I don't think he's a bad player at all.
I think Lonzo Ball doesn't get the credit he deserves personally.
He just can't score, and that's the only knock against him.
Yeah, but his defense is better than most.
Even if he's an average defensive player, you can work with that because he can do everything else just fine.
I agree. So you look at, I mean, for what the Pelicans want, the Lakers really are the only team that can match that.
Because they have so many young weapons, and the Pelicans are rebuilding essentially. They've been rebuilding for a long time.
Absolutely. So I look at that and I think about it, and it makes sense, you know. But you did this hypothetical trade, huh?
Yeah.
With the Thunder.
I said the Thunder trades for Steven Adams, or the Thunder trade Steven Adams, Dennis Schroeder, and a first-round pick, and maybe one more player, like a role player, whoever. Then the Pelicans would trade Anthony Davis and maybe a role player.
Well, let's take a look at this real quick.
Because
real quick.
I mean, granted, I don't know if the Thunder have the cap space to hold all three of those guys, but I'm just saying if they were to make a postseason push to compete against a team like Golden State or just whoever. The West is going to be a battle. I think any team from the West can probably win the finals.
So, Steven Adams. Oh, he's only 25?
Yeah.
That'd be a good move. Steven Adams is legit.
That's what I'm saying. Because Anthony Davis and Steven Adams are, I don't want to say identical, because Anthony Davis is a better scorer.
Yeah, but Steven Adams is no slouch.
Oh, no, not at all. But I'm just saying, I would take AD over Steven Adams.
Schroeder's legit, too. I think Schroeder's underrated.
Yeah, I liked him too. That's what I'm saying. If you were going to trade, you're going to give a good.
Russell Westbrook is 30.
Yeah, so is KD, or he's 29. That's what I said. You give away Steven Adams because he's a good. He's almost an all-star center. Then you give away Schroeder, who is a good guard. Then the first-round pick because their Pelicans are probably going to want a first-round pick because they're continuing to rebuild.
Yep. I think.
That's to me.
That actually doesn't sound bad.
I just think a trio of Westbrook, George, and AD.
That's mean. That's mean looking.
Because
they're all scorers. They're all high point scorers.
And
they all need the ball, and they would all get it.
That's what I said. Westbrook dishes the ball too.
Yep.
George is good on defense. Anthony Davis could be a rim protector along with scoring.
Yep.
That would be a good starting lineup.
I agree.
You just gotta make sure they don't get hurt or burned out by the postseason comes.
Which they could do. That would be a challenge, I think, by trading all those other pieces. But you could do it. That's what a big role of Schroeder's is.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I said. And maybe if they have if they have a cap space, they can just pick up a guy off of free agency that can just kind of go in for a couple minutes to give Westbrook a little bit of a break.
Oh, there you go.
Put up a couple points a night or whatever.
Yeah, dish it. Make the guys around him better.
Second, third team alternative.
Yeah. Moving on to the Bucks. So the Bucks reportedly have offered up the entire team for AD, except Giannis, whatever. I don't care. Giannis, the Greek freak. Except for Giannis.
I think that's kind of funny.
The Greek freak.
They're just trading everyone except Giannis. Here, you can have anyone you want except Giannis.
Yeah, and what I didn't realize is that the Bucks are number 1 in the East.
Yeah, they have the best record in the league.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Because
no, I don't think that's good. You have the best team in the East. Sure, you'd break down everything that you've accomplished this year to build around AD. You'd go from first to you'd be out of playoff contention by the end of the year.
I don't think so.
I absolutely think so. So
depending on who you trade.
So Giannis and AD, okay, yeah, 2 big dudes. They can ball, they can score, they can rebound, but giving up, everybody of value? I just don't see that as being a good move. I really don't.
I don't think it'd be a good move either because you're losing everybody. I mean, again, it's just I don't know.
I mean, look at George Hill, rip. You look at this team, and there's how many big names you see in there? Giannis.
Yeah, I know a good amount of these guys. They're not bad players. They're all like Giannis is a good player. Chris Middleton's good. DiVincenzo's a good scorer off the bench. Lopez is your rim protector.
Yeah, but he's getting old.
Yeah, but again, if he just stays healthy, he's fine. Malcolm Brogdon's a good guard. I mean, they have a solid team. Thon Maker's a good defender, also a rim protector. I mean, they have you have your they have the superstar with a good a crew of players around him. And Chris Middleton's an all-star this year. I think he's like a reserve though, but like Giannis is your main guy, obviously.
Yeah.
Again, I mean,
fair enough. All right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but okay. So yet again, you're gonna end up dishing all those guys.
right?
Is it worth it? And I don't think it is.
No, because I think the Bucks are probably better in the long run because they don't have the cap space probably to pay Giannis and AD.
No.
At least if they want to build a team,
Yep.
a competitive team in the future.
I agree.
They're a small market team, so therefore they're not going to have as much money as some of your best teams. So they got to pay Giannis, then keep the guys around him that are young to develop, and they'll be a good team. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they're not going to be one. I mean, I think they dropped to the lower 8, or
I don't think they'll drop that bad because the East is pretty bad.
Yeah, East is awful, but if you dish your talent,
They'll probably be if Boston gets back to their normal groove, they'll be probably behind like Boston, Toronto. I can see them being a 3rd or 4th seed if they get 80. Again, it just depends what they give up though. If they give up everything, then they will struggle.
yeah. I see Boston, and I like their roster.
I do too.
I like their roster a lot. I think Boston has the team of the future. I really, really do.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know about future. But they gotta start winning. I mean, if they want to win a title, they gotta win now because Horford's 33, Hayward's about to be turned 30. I mean, those two guys. I mean, and Hayward's not. Well, his ankle is bent half. I mean,
Yeah.
Besides those two, they have a good young team.
Tatum's legit.
Yeah, I liked him too. He's good. He fits the good in Boston. Jaylen Brown's a good guard too. I mean, they have a good team.
Yeah.
And they're all like tall, lengthy guys.
Rozier's legit. I don't care for Marcus Smart. I think he's kind of a punk.
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, he's solid. He's not much of a scorer, but he's a good defender. He's more of like an athletic
you got
guard.
Kyrie. Kyrie's my boy. I love Kyrie. I love him. I miss him. Miss him bad.
I liked Kyrie. I think if he was in Cleveland, they would be much better.
I do. I agree too. Yeah, so I think you and I agree that trading away your team, literally, because that's what you're doing. You're trading away your success this year instead of trying to build on that or draft better. You're trading away your success this year for one guy who is ultimately trying to go to LA and play with Bron. That's it. That's what he wants.
Yeah, because I don't think the Bucks would probably have enough cap space to pay him and Giannis eventually.
No, I don't either. The Lakers can, but I don't know. I don't see that Milwaukee being able to do that.
No, I just think they're too small of a market to pay. They just don't have the money to dish out that much
No,
for two superstars.
No, they don't. I agree. I don't think they do. I think that'd be a bad move. And I think if he doesn't sign long term, then all it did was make the Pelicans that much better.
Well, the Pelicans haven't been good.
Well, exactly. But I mean, by giving them all the pieces to the puzzle like they have, I mean, yeah, Giannis, he's got to be a big piece. But Pelicans can draft somebody because they're trash. So
every year. Well, they're like bottom. Well, honestly, they're not bottom of the barrel, but they're like 8th seed in the playoffs.
Pelicans?
Yeah, they went to the playoffs last year, but they got swept by the Warriors. So
I wonder why.
Well, when you're facing the best team in like forever.
Yeah, in the last 15 years.
Yeah, you really don't have much comp.
Yeah.
You can't really compete with that.
No, not really.
One superstar versus like 3, 4. Like it's just not much of a matchup.
No, not at all. But that's it for today. That's our show.
Yeah, thank you for listening. It was good. Good episode. It was fun.
Yep. You have any feedback? Go ahead and contact us, and we'll be more than happy to talk with anybody about it. We like talking sports, so
yeah. Any other social medias, YouTube, whatever, just let us know.
let us know. Thank you for listening. God bless.
You Rumble.